lot of excitement over the past few days. Gotten a lot of people riled up.
Oh, this is just the beginning, Mr. Cladwell. The people will fight for as long as we need to.
Keeping my daughter confined against her will, is that how the people fight?
The people fight by any means necessary.
The streets are still ours, Mr. Strong. Your people are just holed up in some underground sewer.
Ho, 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 they'll be up.
Sorry to interrupt, Mr. Cladwell, but there's a disturbance at public amenities number 43 and 15. Word has begun to spread.
People have gathered at all the rest. They're waiting to see what young Bobby will do.
After he meets with you, of course.
Of course. Mr. McQueen, do you remember the stink years, Mr. Strong? The first year the water table started to drop and then just kept on dropping. No one thought we had much time then. Many of us did questionable things. Yeah, we did. There was the looting, of course, and the hoarding. Riots broke out like there was no tomorrow. Well, there was no tomorrow. There's always a tomorrow, if you're tough enough to cling to it. See, some people see me as an evil man.
Well,
No, said that.
But the truth is, I'm no more evil than you, or Miss Pennywise, or those poor people you insist on trying to leave. I'm just a simple man, trying to cling to tomorrow by any means necessary.
well, what happens if when the drought is over? Over.
Well, we can always hope, I suppose. But until then, our regimen of controlling consumption through the regulating mechanism of cash must continue.
Ah, yes. The regulating mechanism of cash.
I want you to have this cash, Bobby. And I want you to tell the people that the powers that be grant full amnesty to those involved in this week's criminal activities. As long as they're willing to return to the improved fee hike schedule approved by the legislature. Don't let it happen again, and have a good time in Rio.
So many tomorrows.
Yes.
But I'm afraid it'll take more than a big pile of cash to buy my conscience, Gladwell.
Bobby, it really is an awful lot of cash.
Well, if there truly is a new way to that bright new tomorrow you were telling me about, then we'll get there together. All of us, not just a wealthy few. And that means free access.
Free access is impossible.
Free access is the only cash I need, and then that, if it's impossible, is what I will tell the people.
Stop! We'll not return to the sink years, Mr. Strong. I'll not allow it! Caldwell, what are you doing? I spent a lifetime building this company. Paying off the police, bribing the political elite, snuffing out all popular resistance like a naughty baby bunny in the palm of my hand. My right hand! I've centralized all power to a pinpoint spot, right here, between these two ears. And I won't let some dreamy-eyed boy who can't remember the stink years to ruin all that! Seize him!
Don't do this, Caldwell. What about the girl?
Well, that's just a chance I'll have to take.
He really is as evil as they say.
You think just because I love my daughter I'll stop clinging to tomorrow?
Caldwell, what are you saying?
I closed my heart to love once, and I can do it again! Oh! You! Get word to police headquarters. I want all hands on deck tonight. You, and you. Come with me. We'll see about these little disturbances. And Bib!
Yes, Gladwell?
Assemble the legislature. I want full authority for the coming crackdown.
And dirty my hands in this business? Not in your life.
Don't kid yourself, Bib. Your hands are as filthy as a child at the sandbox time. But don't worry, you can wash them soon enough. Wash them by the banks of Rio del Rio. Now go! You, with me.
Why did I listen to that crook? A little riding cash is all it really took. That's how that craven toilet made me came and I'm a shook. Why did I listen to that crook?
You lied to us, Gladwell! You said one thing and you did another! That's what you did! That's what you did! Come on then, young Bobby, you can't scream all the way down to Urine town.
Wait a minute. But Hope is still with the rebels. What happens to me happens to her.
What happens to you happens to all of us sooner or later.
Rather later than sooner, I'd say.
But not Hope. Oh, please, not Hope!
Now we finally got you. Now you're in our claws. Captured in our city of laws. There's no trial or jury. Nothing to discuss. Now the law is speaking through us. You'll get your town. Off with you to your town. Away with you to your town. Now no more fuss.
Let go of me! I have to save Hope!
There's no saving Hope now, Miss Pennywise. There may be no saving you.
Oh no? Well, take that! And this! And this! And this!
Why did I listen to that boy? He spoke of hope and dreams that filled me with such joy. And I know he loved me so, as if for show was I his toy. Why did I listen to that boy?
So it's alike. This Urine town that I've heard so much about.
Perhaps it's better for us to show you.
Step forward, and the doors to Urine town await.
Door. Like a railing and pigeons.
And a drop.
A decisive drop.
I guess I still don't understand.
Never fear, the time of understanding is at hand.
Behold, the very gates to Urine town itself.
Why did I listen to that cat?
Why did I listen to my dad who went to work and he said he was so glad? Was he sincere?
Oh, now it's clear.
Now I fear that I've been bad. Why did I listen to
This is Urine town. Dad, it's Urine town. Let's go to Urine town. Urine town. Urine town.
There's the legislature and Amenity 42 and my boyhood home. We're just on the roof of the UGC headquarters building. And this is our town.
Yes, it is.
But wait, how can we be in our town and Urine town in the same place time unless... Oh, God. You couldn't have.
All over you go, then.
Whoa. You're just gonna throw me off this roof and that's supposed to be Urine town? Death is Urine town?
Well, that's one interpretation.
Why did I listen to my heart? I heard it's gonna make us rattle things up. Now the law is speaking. Why did I listen to my heart? Why did I listen to my heart? I heard it's gonna make us revolution start. Solid rock, I with my soul, I must see that he is wrong.
Why did I listen to them? Why did I listen to them?
cat? They were, tell her I love her. Tell her I'll always be with her. And I will see her in a better place where hope is always new. Ours was a short time. Ours was a love that never bloomed. Yet in that love there lives a brand new hope. It's calling out to you. Its call is soft and take flight. It's docile and benign.
A pickle in the brine. What did I say? That isn't what I meant. I've lost my sense of scent. I fear my life is spent.
No one is innocent. No one.
No one is innocent. What does he mean by that?
I don't know. He started fading in and out after a while. It was a miracle he was alive at all. The fall was so horrible.
Was he talking about me? How can he say I'm not innocent? Not innocent of what?
Not innocent? Who the hell does he think he is?
Yeah, what's
Wait,
that?
please! There's more. Listen. Tell all the people. Tell them the time is always now. Tell them to fight for what they know is right.
I've lost my sense of sight, and yet I see them. I see them standing hand in hand. I see them standing hand in hand, and cheek to cheek and glen to glen. There still is hope I see in this land. If only.
Yes?
If only.
Yes.
And then he expired.
That bastard Gladwell lied to us.
He took my Joseph. And now he takes my Bobby.
Who will lead us now?
We're lost. Rebellion's over.
Dash with a shove. What will we do?
I'll tell you what we do. We do the hard what they did to him.
Yeah!
Or you could take me instead.
Yes, Pennywise! Caesar!
Yes, do what you must, but please, spare the child.
Old woman, you've been grasping striving all your days. Why so giving now?
Because Hope is my daughter. And I am her mother. Yes, Hope, it's true. I am your mother. The one-time lover of Caldwell B. Gladwell.
Strumpet!
Slatter!
Call me what you will. But it was during the stink years, you see. None of us thought we had much time then. So many of us did questionable things. There was the learning, of course. And the hoarding. But there were also the fond farewells and the late night trysts. Life was an explosion. Riots, cheap cabarets, dancing girls.
And love?
Oh yes, and love. There was a love like no tomorrow. Or there was no tomorrow. Although there was always a tomorrow of some kind or another. After you were born, Caldwell made me promise never to reveal my identity to you, for I was something of a strumpet in my day. But never in my wildest...
Enough!
You've done a wonderful thing by coming here today, Miss Pennywise. Mom. And if you can reform yourself, then maybe we can reform a lot more than we know. Ladies and gentlemen of the rebellion, you want to do to me what they did to Bobby? I wouldn't blame you.
Caesar!
If you do, and this righteous rebellion peters out and sends Bobby's memory into oblivion, then I would blame you. Kill me, and the rebellion dies with me. But keep me alive, and I will lead you, and this rebellion will triumph.
Lead us? She's mad.
Lead you to the very nerve center of my father's empire.
I've got a key.
In the garden. No, not to question me. But when we get there, we'll question Daddy. We'll question him plenty.
But can we trust you?
Yes, because Bobby, your hero, loved me and I loved him.
Oh, dear girl. On behalf of the people of the rebellion, perhaps in time, maybe we can love you too.
That's all we really need, isn't it? Love. So now let's go and do to them what they were ultimately going to do to us.
With the lust for saving water, man gives daughter up for dead.
Anything on your Stradivari, we're not sorry, not
It's a maze, this sewer system is.
I'm gonna head back down and give it another look. You stay up here and guard the streets.
Officer Lockstock, I've been meaning to ask. Do you ever have any doubts about what we've been doing? I mean, with the killings and all.
It may surprise you to learn that sometimes I do. The safety of this town is my primary concern. I love the people of this community very much, but Glanville's edicts may be their only chance.
And I love you.
I see.
That went pretty well.
My God, lift up evil, shut up evil in the air. And that's why the right gets sorry, and you're sorry, you're up there.
I'm perfectly capable of finding my own way to the legislature than you.
No offense, Senator, but Mr. Cladwell didn't want you flying the coop with the coming crackdown.
What if I was president? What if I'm on my way to the airport right now to catch the last flight to Rio? What would you say to that?
Can I come?
Absolutely.
Those who may go from defacing, need erasing, need the knife. And there's one blow, like Campari, we're not sorry, hey, that's life. They're not sorry,
I'm not sorry.
no one's sorry, no one's sorry, till they get
Any word from last on the rail, Mr. McQueen?
Not yet, sir. They're still searching the sewer system.
I can only hope that me and Hope find each other in heaven. Should be able to find him in the asking you so hard to forgive me.
Giving up on me so soon, Daddy.
Well, what an unexpected surprise.
Is there any other kind?
Oh, darling, thank God you're safe.
I'm not safe yet, Daddy, but soon I will be. Soon all the people of this land will be safe. Most of us, anyway.
It's over, Caldwell. We've come to take you away.
Take me away? But to where?
To the same place you sent young Bobby.
And old so-and-so.
And all those who couldn't or wouldn't meet your criminal fee hikes.
Seize him!
Oh, darling, what's the meaning of this?
I've joined the revolution, Dad, and now it's time that you join the expat community in Urine town.
You're making a terrible mistake, Hope dear. You need me more than you know.
The only thing we need now is freedom. Freedom for all of the people. And love. Oh, yes. And love.
Hope dear. That's what I used to think too, before the stink years. But worldwide ecological devastation has a way of changing a man. You're too young to understand it now. But there really are more important things than love. Food, water, and shelter, for example!
And piles of cash.
It wasn't just cash, Miss Pennywise. It was a lot of cash. Long power, so long money. I'm the bunny. Remember when the night is dark? Aren't you sorry? Sure, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Just I regret nothing! You hear me, nothing! Maybe I was a cruel father and a cruel and vicious man, but I kept the pee off the streets and the water in the ground! I kept the water in the
What now, Miss Gladwell?
Now is the beginning for all of us. A new day when each of us, regardless of race, creed, class, and criminal history, can come together as one and share the fruits of our labor as one. A new day when each of us have the right to do whatever we like, whenever we like, wherever we like, with whomever we like. This is the final day of an age of fear, and an age that lasted far too long. Ladies and gentlemen, today marks the day of a new age. A new age of...
Don't say it!
Hope!
I see the river
Okay, all right.
flowing, the freedom. I see the river I see a river flowing.
be wherever they liked, whenever they liked, however much they liked, and with whomever they liked. The UGC was renamed the Bobby Strong Toilet Memorial Authority and acted as a public trust for the benefit of the public.
Officer Lockstock, where'd you go?
Just keeping my head down, little Sally, something you should learn to do.
But aren't you scared the rebels will see you?
Oh, I may be a cop, but I'm also the narrator, so they can't kill me, not unless they want the show to win.
Oh, so many people peeing at Bill. The rebellion has made this world a much better place.
Actually, Miss Gladwell, your father commissioned a study of water consumption.
My father was a tyrant!
We need never fear him again. Justice is the only tyrant we must obey. Sisters and brothers, fight for the river. Fathers and mothers, babies too. All in the family, push toward the river. Shove toward the river, why don't you? Step in the river, wade in the river, soak in the river, through and through. What's in the river? You are the river. Hands on the shore like jumping too.
As cruel as Caldwell B. Gladwell was, his measures in regulating water consumption were effective. Folks decided to ignore the warning signs and bask in the people's love for as long as it lasted.
Wait a minute! What kind of musical is this? The good guys finally take over and then everything falls apart?
Like I said, little Sally, this isn't a happy musical.
But the music's so happy!
Yes, it is, little Sally. Yes, it is.
Such a fever! If only I had a cool, tall glass of water, I might make it through.
Don't you see, Mrs. Strong? The glass of water's inside you. It's always been.
Yes,
Sure. Don't you know what you are?
a river.
That's right. We all are. For the river, I am the river. He is the river, she is too. All for the river, going for justice, going for freedom. Let's review. We see a river flowing for freedom. We see a river just in view. You see a river flowing for freedom. You see a river straight and true. I don't think too many people are gonna come see this musical, Officer Lockstock.
Why, you don't think they want to be told that their way of life is unsustainable?
That and the title is awful. Can't we do a happy musical next time?
Well, if there is a next time, I'm sure we can. Well, that's our story. Hope eventually joined her father in a manner not quite so gentle. Mr. McQueen opened up a bottling factory right outside of Brasilia, which did rather well until the Amazons dried up, and then he moved. As for the people of this town, well, they did as best they could. But they prepared for the world they inherited, weaned as they were on their forefathers' scare tactics. For when the water dried up, they realized their town for what it really was, for what it was always waiting to be.